name's Silas Ridge. Around here, we call this the Mountain Man Manual. I teach old cabin sense for folks living in a world that forgot how to pay attention. Now listen close before you run down to the feed store and buy a box full of chicks. A laying hen eats about a quarter pound of feed a day. 10 hens can burn through a 50-pound bag in about 20 days. And those eggs ain't instant. Most hens won't start laying until they're around 6 months old. Here in 2026, a dozen store eggs has been bouncing around a couple dollars a dozen, depending on where and what kind you buy. So if you're buying chickens just because you think it means free eggs, you may be fixing to learn an expensive lesson. Chickens are useful, chickens are worth having, but they are not magic. Today I'm going to show you what you need to know before you buy your first flock. Number 1. Check your laws before you check the hatchery. A lot of folks get excited about chickens and forget the boring part. City rules, township rules, neighborhood rules. Some places allow hens but not roosters. Some places limit how many birds you can keep. Some places require permits. And some places don't allow poultry at all. That means before you spend money on chicks, feed, bedding, brooders, fencing, and a coop, you need to know whether you're even allowed to keep them. Don't guess. Call your local office, check the ordinance. And if you live under an HOA, read those papers too. A 5-minute phone call can save you a pile of trouble. Number 2. Chickens need more space than beginners think. A chicken coop is not just a little box where birds sleep. It needs to protect them from weather. It needs airflow. It needs roosts. It needs nest boxes. It needs to stay dry. And it needs to keep predators out. A good rule is to plan several square feet of indoor coop space per bird, plus outdoor run space if they are not free-ranging. Crowded chickens get stressed. Stressed chickens peck each other. They get dirty faster. They smell worse. They get sick easier, and they make your life harder. If you want 4 chickens, don't build for 4 chickens. Build a little bigger than you think you need, because almost every chicken keeper starts with a few birds and somehow ends up wanting a few more. Number 3. The coop matters more than the chickens. That sounds backward, but it's true. The chicks are the easy part. The coop is where folks get in trouble. A cheap coop that looks cute in a picture may not survive one raccoon, one hard wind, or one wet winter. Predators don't care how pretty your coop is. Raccoons can pull at latches, dogs can dig, rats can find gaps, hawks can take birds in open ground, and weasels can get through holes that don't look big enough to matter. Use hardware cloth where it counts. Secure the doors. Bury or skirt the wire around the run. Make sure the roof sheds rain, and make the coop easy to clean. If the coop is hard to clean, you won't clean it as often. And if you don't clean it as often, the chickens will tell you. So will your nose. Number 4. Feed is a real monthly cost. This is where the free eggs idea starts falling apart. A mature laying hen eats about a quarter pound of feed a day. 6 hens eat about 1.5 pounds a day. That's around 10.5 pounds a week. A 50-pound bag may last 6 hens about a month, give or take. Then you need bedding, grit, oyster shell, waterers, feeders, maybe medicine, maybe repairs, maybe a better fence after something gets in. And that's before you count the coop. Now, I'm not saying chickens are a bad investment. They give eggs, they give manure for compost, they eat kitchen scraps, they scratch bugs, they teach responsibility, and they make a place feel alive. But they are not a shortcut around the grocery store. They are livestock, small livestock, but livestock all the same. Number 5. Eggs take time. A chick bought in spring is not a breakfast machine. Most hens won't start laying until around 6 months old. Some start a little earlier, some take longer. Breed matters, feed matters, light matters, stress matters, health matters. And when they do start laying, don't expect every bird to lay every single day all year. Good laying hens may give you around 6 eggs a week during strong production. But production drops with age. It slows during molt. It slows when daylight gets short. It can slow during heat, cold, stress, illness, or predator pressure. So when somebody says, just get chickens and stop buying eggs, they're leaving out half the story. You'll still be feeding those birds on the days they don't lay. That's part of the deal. Number 6. Roosters are not required for eggs. A lot of beginners get this one wrong. You do not need a rooster for hens to lay eggs. A hen will lay eggs without a rooster. You only need a rooster if you want fertilized eggs for hatching chicks. And roosters come with their own set of problems. They crow. They can get rough with hens. Some get aggressive, some places don't allow them. And one rooster can turn a peaceful backyard into a neighborhood complaint real quick. If you're just starting out and all you want is eggs, hens are enough. Keep it simple. Learn the flock first, then decide later if you need anything more. Number 7, chickens are daily work. Not hard work every day, but daily work. They need fresh water. They need feed. They need eggs collected. They need the coop checked. They need the door opened in the morning and closed at night unless you trust an automatic door. And even then, you better check that door. A chicken left out overnight is an invitation. Rain or shine, hot or cold, holiday or workday, those birds still need care. You can't just leave for 3 days and hope it works out. Somebody has to check them. This is where a lot of people find out whether they wanted chickens or whether they just liked the idea of chickens. There's a difference. Number 8, health and cleanliness matter. Backyard chickens can look clean and still carry germs. That does not mean you should be scared of them. It means you should be sensible. Wash your hands after handling birds, eggs, feeders, waterers, or anything in the coop. Don't let chickens walk around your kitchen. Don't kiss chicks. Don't let little kids handle birds without supervision. Keep coop shoes outside. Collect eggs often. Throw out cracked eggs. And keep the living area dry. Dry is your friend. Wet bedding brings smell, flies, sickness, and misery. You don't need to treat chickens like porcelain, but you do need to treat the coop like a food-producing area because that's what it is. Number 9, pick the right breed for your real life. Don't pick birds just because they're pretty. Pretty is fine, but pretty does not feed you by itself. Some breeds lay better. Some handle cold better. Some handle heat better. Some are quieter. Some are flighty. Some are gentle. Some are broody and want to sit on eggs instead of laying steady. If you've got kids, temperament matters. If you've got close neighbors, noise matters. If you live where winters bite hard, cold hardiness matters. If you live where summers cook the ground, heat tolerance matters. A good beginner flock should be calm, hardy, and steady. You don't need rare birds your first year. You need birds that forgive mistakes while you learn. Number 10. Have a plan for the birds after their best laying years. This one gets quiet fast. A hen's best laying years are usually early. After that, production drops, but the bird keeps eating. So what's your plan? Are they pets for life? Are you comfortable processing old hens? Will you keep a smaller flock and accept fewer eggs? Will you add new pullets every couple years? There is no single right answer for every family, but there is a wrong answer. And that's never thinking about it until you've got a yard full of birds eating feed and barely laying. Good animal care means thinking past the cute chick stage. It means thinking through the whole life of the flock. Now, after all that, you might think I'm trying to talk you out of chickens. I'm not. I like chickens. A good flock can turn scraps into eggs, manure into compost, and a quiet backyard into something useful. They'll teach kids responsibility. They'll clean up garden leftovers. They'll make you pay attention to weather, predators, feed, water, and routine. That's good. That's real. But chickens are not decorations. They are not free eggs. And they are not something to buy on a springtime whim because the feed store had a cute little brooder full of peeping chicks. Before you buy chickens, know your rules. Build the coop first. Price the feed. Plan the space. Think about predators. Think about winter. Think about summer. Think about who waters them when you're gone, and think about what kind of keeper you're willing to be. Because a good flock starts before the first bird ever comes home. It starts with a plan.